I've experienced several hate crimes, obviously to different scales. I've had the ones where people have decided to stop and point and shout horrible comments like tranny in the street. I've been spat at, somebody's threatened to stab me, verbal abuse, physical abuse, violence, just for walking along the street by myself. I've been called a paedophile just for walking down the street minding my own business, which I can safely say I am not. One bad incident happened a few years back. Just minding my own business, walking down Sauchiehall Street one afternoon after work, and I got three people decided to come right up to me in a very threatening manner, demanding me tell me what they've got between my legs, how they were going to grab me to see what I had between my legs. It was a crowded Sauchiehall Street, 6 o'clock in the evening. So many people just stopped, pointed and laughed and waited as if to see, let's see what they do to that person. Only one person was there telling everybody else to where to go and leave me alone. And trying to phone the police was a nightmare. I basically got thrown to the call handler who said, oh, can you stand where you are? You want me to stand where I am, where the three people who are threatening me are still there? And full of these idiots who are laughing and goading them on. No. So I managed to get away from that area. I was told by the call handler, in no uncertain terms, there was no police, and I had to go to a police station. So basically, you've now made me stand there for 10 minutes where the people who are threatening me and the other people are, and then told me there's nobody coming to help me, I've got to walk away. That was absolutely shocking. Here's me physically threatened in a really scary situation, be told, oh, there's no police, you can just stand there and then walk away yourself. I don't think I could describe how I felt. It was pretty horrible. Went home and cried for how many hours constantly. I had to go to the police station where I gave a statement. To be honest, the young policeman didn't really take my story seriously. After a while I got a phone call, even though I pointed out exactly who had done it, because they were in the same place every day in Glasgow, outside the front shops. Even though it was outside a bank with CCTV cameras, they couldn't tell who done it. So it was a complete waste of my time, and it's things like that you just think, why am I bothering to report the crime? I might as well just hide and run away and keep myself to myself. I would definitely say the system at the moment is not working for trans people at all. We are still treated as freaks, and it's like our own fault for getting attacked. I think what really needs to change is the police and obviously the legal system to understand trans rights. We are not anything different from everybody else. We don't want special treatment. We want treatment equal to everybody else. My advice for anybody coming out at the moment and experiences hate crimes is please do keep contacting the police. It's the only way that the police who are out there who want to learn and want to do better, if the crimes keep getting reported, they have to listen. And there are officers out there who do want to be understanding of the trans community and be there to support us, to help us. But we need to keep saying the crimes are happening. If we stop reporting it, then they're not hearing of it and they're not understanding there's a bigger problem. I don't always report crimes, which I know I should, for the simple reason is I've had negative experiences, and sometimes that just sticks in your head and you think, what's the point? But I know that that's the wrong thing to do, because if I keep reporting the crimes that happen to myself and obviously to my wider community and my friends, the police will listen more and more. And so obviously I would say please report them, because now we do have police officers out there who are trying their best to understand. Recently, myself and my friends at work, I'm trans feminine, he's what's called trans masculine, so he's the exact opposite from myself. We did a call with some officers from Police Scotland last week, where we basically outlined what the police are doing wrong. We went through the whole speech before about gender identity. We got questioned about how do we know somebody's pronouns, and the answer is quite simple. If you don't know, ask if you need to. And if you don't need to know, you can just address the person as they, them. And if you're going to somebody who's trans feminine, who's in distress, and you say, all right, mate, how can I help you? You're the problem as well as whatever's also upset the person. I think sometimes when I'm out in the street and you get somebody shouting the comments at you, sometimes I think I get looked at like I'm the criminal, not the victim. I'm getting looked at like, well, if you weren't tranny, you would be left alone. And to me, that's not me, the victim now. I'm the criminal. And the person making the comments is now the victim. For Victim Awareness Week, I want people to understand that trans people like myself, when we're walking on the road and get abuse, we are the victim.